Uh, mm, mm, hey, yeah, good evening, everybody. Today we're going to be dealing with a very important topic in corporate finance, and it's capital asset pricing model. And this is a question which we're going to be solving. So let's just dive into it. The question says, assume the following stocks are correctly priced based on capital asset pricing model, Capm. What is the expected returns of the on the market? So we are looking for expected returns on the market, and we are giving stock A and B, beta A and B expected returns, and this is the formula for capping. Expected returns of stock is equals to risk-free rate plus beta of stock times expected returns on the market, then minus your risk-free rate. So we're just going to dive into it. Um, According to the formula, we have 0.06. Where do I get my 0.06 from, which is 6%, is equal to RF was not given. RF is risk-free rate. We might need to find RF plus 0.5, which is beta 1. 0.5 yeah, let me use that as times ERM. ERM is expected returns. Expected returns on the market. ERM minus RF. Like I said, RF is risk-free rate. So we're going to be working with the numbers we have. 0.06 equals to RF plus 0.05, 0.5 E, just multiplication, 0.5 E, then RM minus 0.5 RF. We all know how I got this. I multiplied this times this and this times this to get this. Yeah, just simple multiplication. So we have 0.06 equal to 0.5 RF plus 0.05 E, 0.5 E, 0.5 E, and RM. So we have 0.06 equal to 0.05, then RF plus ERM is just simple simplification. So equal to RF plus E plus ERM will be 0.12. Equal to 0.12. So it's just simple simplification. Simple simplification. Very, very simple simplification. You use 0.5 to multiply this and this. Let me put RM over your capital letter R so it doesn't confuse. So we have this translate to this. Then we have 0.5 RF plus 0.5 ERM. Yeah. So we have 0.6 equals to 0.5. We simplify this because since we have 0.5 RF and 0.5 ERM, we bring 0.05. We bring 0.5, 0.5 separate, then RF plus ERM separate. So once you divide this, you divide by 0.5. I don't know why I'm writing 0.05. So divide by 0.5, you get this. So this is called, let's call this equation 1. Equation 1. So we move on to the second stock. Second stock for stock B. For stock B, we have 0.14 Of course, the same formula equals to RF plus, it's very simple. If you understand the formula and you know the formula offhand, ERM, R in capital letter, then minus your RF. Yeah. So we have 0.14, sorry, 0.14 equal to RF plus 1.5 E. And we have RM the same way we did the first one. RM minus 1.5 RF. Yeah, the same way we did the first one. So we'll be having 0.14 equal to minus 0.5 RF. Yeah, minus 0.5 RF plus 1.5 RM. So we make this one equation 2. Equation 2. Now we can now solve for the equation. So from equation 1, we have RF plus E. Remember your equation 1 plus ERM, call it equation 1 now, right? Equals to 0.12. Then we have your RF equal to 0.12 minus ERM. Yeah, because if you make your RF subject to the formula, this ERM is going to move to the other side, which is going to be minus ERM. Put it in capital letter. Yeah, so you don't get confused. Now you plug into equation 2. Plug it into equation 2. Plug your RF into equation 2. And you already know your equation 2 is 0.14 equal to minus 0.5 RF, 0.5 RM. That's just what we call equation 2. You know where equation 2, you know what equation 2 is. So 0.14 equal to minus 0.5. So what is your RF? Your RF is 0.12 minus your ERM minus your ERM plus 1.5 E plus 1.5 ER plus 1.5 ERM. Yeah. Yeah, so we now have 0.14 minus 0.14 equal to minus 0.06 plus 0.5 E RM plus 1.5 E RM. So we now then have 0.14 plus 0.06 equal to 0.14 equal to minus 0.06 plus 2E, because how did I get my 2E? 0.5 plus 1.5 E is 2E. That's pretty straightforward. Then your RM, and you move to 0.14 plus 0.06, that's just collection of like terms. Then you have your 2E, RM. Then we move to 0.20, that's addition, equal to the 2E. Then your RM. So your ERM now, of course, you're gonna divide it by 2. Your ERM now is gonna be equal to 0.10 or 10%. Very simple calculation. Very simple calculation. So that's your ERM. So we still need to solve for RF. So recall that your RF is equal to 0.12 minus ERM. And of course, we have what ERM is. So your RF now will be equal to 0.12 minus 0.10. It will now be equal to 0.02 or 2%. Yeah, so that is the answer to this equation. The question says that what is the expected returns? Expected returns for the market. So the expected returns for the market is RF plus your beta minus. So you just need to impute the variables you didn't see, which is your RF and your RM. So I hope you understand. If you have any question, please let me know. Thank you.